only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible. Carving waves!
Add as... Add as...
Ho!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Hey! Yup! Let's shred, Darcy! Need a surfboard? Surf's up! I must protect my club.
Laid bare! Everlasting as the moon!
Uglay, you're up!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Transfixed! Go on!
Don't be scared! Need a surfboard? What kind of guy falls behind?
I hear children singing.
Ah!
Back at you, boss.
I knew you'd miss me. Woohoo! Let's go! Strike a pose! Ah. Let the world come alive!
Shine down! Laid bare.
How brilliant! Let's ride! Need a surfboard?
Torn to oblivion!
Check this out! Best of luck! May I present?
Witness my rise. Go on. The hearth. Now it's. Illusion shattered. Ha!
Need a surfboard?
There is no escape.
Need a sub. Yoo-hoo!
Overruled. into oblivion!
Woohoo! Check this out! Best of luck! Let's ride! Let my name echo in song!
Illusion shattered! Overruled!
When I hand this work over to the Eremites, I'll have to rephrase the request.
The show begins!
Shine down! Laid bare! This is where you fall.
Need a surfboard? Carpet wave! May I... Stop that!
Illusion shattered!
Shower me with praise!
my rise.
Illusion shattered.
Let's ride! Off we go! Carving waves! Go! May I present?
There is no escape.
Overruled. Wanted my full attention, did you? This shall not be my fate.
Carving waves! Oh! Hey! Come on!
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Catch an epic wave! Woo! Let's ride! Time to shine!
There is no escape. Ha! 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 Ha!
small business. You have to accept a little less profit and sell a little more
Once
product.
again. Budget.
Let's ride!
Happy to fly.
Trouble?
Let's shred, Sharky! The show begins! Let's ride! Off we go! Hit! Ho! Ah! Need a surfboard? Faster! Tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach.
shine.
Overruled.
Should.
Catch an epic wave! The show begins!
The wrong test subject.
Yeah!
Vision shattered!
Yarvin waves!
What shall we do? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist... spots, I have a few references.
You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible. Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach.
There is no escape! oblivion! There is no escape! Ha! Ha!
Trouble of wisdom! You're not fighting alone.
Now ye shall perish! Shine down!
Let's go, Darcy!
There is no escape!
Strike a pose! Let the world collide!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Let me put my mind to it! Share my knowledge!
Now ye shall perish! Shine down!
Need a surf?
There is no escape!
Whoa! Whoa! Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Let's
Show
hope
me
you
your
put up
move.
a good fight.
Need a surfboard? Off we go.
Sure.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Illusion shattered.
Transfixed.
Time to shine! The show begins!
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha!
Laid bare.
Solidify.
How brilliant!
Gather.
Shine down. Ha!
This is order.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
Torn to Oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide!
There is no escape!
Lay bare.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
I want to get a guide if you're not familiar. A time trial? It's worth a shot. What a place. Surprises.
Add a... Thank you for
You want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
How's
Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Ah. Whew.
Don't rush.
Solidify.
Yoo-hoo!
shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Everlasting as the moon!
Stabilize!
May I
Shine down!
Quake!
Transfixed!
This is order.
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Witness my rise!
time to shine?
Solidify!
Shine down!
Gather! Stabilize!
Strike a pose!
I will have order!
Illusion shattered!
Laid bare!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Gather! Order guide you!
Let the world come alive! This
Everlasting as the moon!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
I will have order! Stabilize! Gather!
Illusion shattered!
Transfixed! Witness my rise!
let my name echo in song!
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
This is order!
Laid bare!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Order guide you.
Shine down!
Transfixed. Everlasting as the moon.
Let my name echo in song! The show begins!
Illusion shattered!
Gather.
Torn to oblivion!
Traveler? Paimon?
Kanichi! Fancy meeting you here! We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder...
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to
To the Night Kingdom?
to his death.
Whoa, are you serious right now?
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
But that's ridiculous! He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory!
And that glory comes...
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme!
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act I'd like to make a deal with you.
kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. Good. See you soon.
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned.
It was,
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deed. There are still those who insist that the
plus, Kanish doesn't...
Exactly. We covered the fire lighting part. It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problem. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seemed to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly... That's all you really need to know? The ceremonies? In the meantime, feel free to take a look around. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that...
So now we have extra...
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Seems like Kanish was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
you're here.
Kanich, Elder Trinidad said that.
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat. I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes, from Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nanet's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration. Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found... Though I sense that your mind is not yet made up, I'm still comforted by your words. There are 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope...
So, Kanich,
Let's walk and talk.
that works too. Kanich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid. I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it.
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about how he's completely unhinged.
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a How, he said you two were investigating some Abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the Abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I did some research after the fact. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living. But without
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us.
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own end. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People...
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
All right. So what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal...
All I need you to do is keep people away. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the Flame Bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new Flame Bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beast. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about...
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for... Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next...
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. Good luck to us both.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople.
Hoonie, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people. And look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is...
That's true. But the fact remains...
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba, Huni, what's wrong?
Hoonie's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe. But not anymore.
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is over. There's no going back. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the Flame Bearer for the next Turnfire Night. He's gonna do a beautiful
What? Really?
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kanich.
Wait. Speaking of Kanich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece.
No, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight. Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you. All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kanich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana, and I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kanich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again! Guess so. Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else, and not you. I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire Night. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. I'll head home as well then.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry. Come on, let's move. Huh? Hey there! What's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too!
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them. What? Oh, it's you? It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new flame.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night?
Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered.
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more. The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah, it's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the Canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. I managed to get in touch with the Saurian relics.
What's this?
You've never heard of it? Speaking of which, the guy who was flamed.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The associate.
Really?
Who knows? But if it's true, Kanich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use it as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the Abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been. Or. You look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose.
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable.
Wait,
Come on, it's no big deal.
Pyro Archon above. You two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night King. Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the...
Strike a pose! Ah.
This is order.
There is no escape.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tia.
Great minds think alike.
May I present... Ow! The show begins! Time to shine!
Shine down.
Solidify.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha!
Order guide you.
Laid bare. Witness my rise.
May I present...
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered.
That should be the last of them. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian. Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph. That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from...
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Pyro Archon above, you two are super... Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You already know each other?
I don't think so.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed...
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited... On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my...
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me. I beg of you.
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two?
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you. Hey! You thieving rat!
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow. Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right. Let's see what you've... Eat dirt, suckers! Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer. Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Oh, yeah? Well, where is it then? You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old... All that time lying in wait was for nothing.
Is that really the truth? Okay, then. Where did...
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right. Let's...
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, this holds true for all bearers. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power. Yupanqui's Turnfire. Let me see. The author is... Ponche. Nice. A gentle...
Silence, Book Muncher. The great Kahula will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient...
What? You're saying Kenichi will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula demands...
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like...
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula is sheer vanity!
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient king, but from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. And you, great Kahul Ahau, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dear. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still...
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night is because well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least...
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this...
Ponche.
You're right. But Malipo may be a special case, given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro art.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in...
I'm not talking about...
Like what?
Like the fact that the key factor... If you don't believe me...
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual. It began...
Hey?
I'm sorry.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kanich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kanich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the...
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying...
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and either way, I can believe the Turnfire.
How can you drop these truth bombs?
This is what I've gleaned from the story Elder Trinidad told. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering. And
what? Then what should we do?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home. It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple...
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next?
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow. You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Huh. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula Hao shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet. Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever! Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula Hao! No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! Ugh! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula Hao! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your... Ugh!
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a Hao in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The Rift Towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves. You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
No escape! Overruled.
I got him cornered!
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula Hao, and now I'm here to seize your body for his cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to, but it looks like you've already met.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside.
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait. Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books.
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to... But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire. And this is the price. Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula Hao is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't real.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
Traveler?
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't. Do me a favor, and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again!
It's all right. He's not worth our time and energy.
If you say so. Still...
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has...
Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's...
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula Hao, is rotten to the core, and
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a Hao watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture! We are the Dragon Supreme! Sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light this.
Oh, yeah. Hearing you lay it out like...
And it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good. See you tomorrow.
At long last, I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Many young people have heard the...
Well, they won't have to wait for long. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly.
Well, it's nearly time.
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over...
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venture...
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no
A resolution will come in due course. But every great...
No one would disagree with you if that were... Look around you.
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from...
That may be so, but still...
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well. But make it quick. Let me know when you're done, and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side.
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers.
That sounds simple enough.
The process is You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way. You can leave that...
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Ready when you are, but I think I saw who... Just tell the chief when you're...
How are you doing? I'm counting on you. By past fuel and my brothers and sister.
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. That's not gonna work. You have to do them in order, and there's no going back. Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first. There's the altar of the Sacred Flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the Sacred Flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of that?
Is that a beast?
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by Rift Hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But... I'm sorry, Chief Waina and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time!
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad? What are you doing?
No! The Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
Well, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all from your willful... Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand. Transfixed! Target acquired. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him. That's it!
Echoing song! Shine down!
I will have order.
This is where you fall. Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Target acquired.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to Whitesetlan's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kongamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh?
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized.
Guess that's the best news.
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. After the incident yesterday, it is somewhat akin to we've never seen anything like it. I think their theory makes...
Wow.
It's practically...
Wow. That's amazing!
I know what you're thinking. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in... And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I make... If anyone can answer...
Ah, so Kinich that.
Shower me with praise!
Aerial assault! Gotcha!
Illusion shattered! May I present?
Stabilize!
Overruled! Transfixed! Everlasting as the moon!
Stand down.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Come on! Show me your
Let's
courage!
finish this fast!
Gather! Order guide you!
Laid bare.
Out of the way or get blown away! Stick around! Forget it!
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Solidify!
Perish! What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Hey, Kanich!
Hey yourselves.
We were gonna ask you the same question.
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch them.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahow die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kanich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious.
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire and Ponche's theory.
So you've heard that rumor. I'm afraid I can't say for...
Well, even if you don't.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of
The Mountain King? Then what price did he pay?
the core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end,
Alright.
health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. But his attacks are gentler now and not as... Yeah,
Its body remained.
But we saw him come back to his senses.
That was merely one last.
Oh, come on! That's why he doesn't.
Well...
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo.
But he ended up being completely...
That's on him.
friends? So, promise me, for you?
So, in the end, only poor little Hoonie got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family...
Hoonie, it'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the Turnfire after All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the...
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways. In the hands of the enemy, I was scored. Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to...
Is that it? The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that 1,000,000...
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, she's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?